You gotta see this. Holy fucking shit. Someone just hit a 1 million. There's a lot of zeros in this prize pool right now. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm actually watching this. We got here a little bit late. A little bit late, but there's still all 3 players still in here. There's 1,000 people watching this on PokerStars. That is just incredible. I can't believe that this is going right now. Wow. I can barely focus on my own game. My game is worth $600. This game on the right is worth $1 million. This is what this is, right? This is $1 million. That's 1.2 million here. Holy crap. Holy crap. So I hope no one comes in here and thinks that this is my game. It is definitely not my game. But yeah. So, okay, the reason I bet on the left, sometimes I would check that because I know that he's folding to a lot of bets on the flop. But the last time that I bet, he called me with king high. So that leads me to believe that he might be calling me a little bit more late than I thought on the flop. And maybe he would call me because last time I just had nothing. Anyway, this time I was trying to get him. I was hoping that he would, you know, hit something. I guess he could have an ace. Should I just call? Or should I try to... I don't know. Minimize. Maybe he has a 6 and he'll call. Maybe he'll jam because he has an ace. Maybe he'll fold because he was bluffing. I don't know. Boo! Hey, Penfold, thank you for booing. No one's hitting any decent hands in this game. Yeah, it's been a pretty boring game. But what about this one on the right? The fact that there's still 3 people in it, all going for $1 million. It is so amazing. I can't even believe that I'm seeing this. It got hit at a $5 spin and go on PokerStars. Holy crap. Why am I never here for the tilt? Yeah, I went on kind of a... I was a little bitch last night. A little bit. A little bit. I'm gonna jam this in. I want to see Courtney kick the fan or something. No, man. That fan is a lot of money. That fan is worth a lot. I'm going to jam this. Okay, we're flipping. I would like a 6, a 9, you know, there's a lot of hands that would have, a lot of cards that would have helped. Unfortunately, I did not win that pot. Now I've got 3-2 suited. Come on, man. Give me a better hand. Um, 7-3 offsuit, not exactly what I was hoping for in the big blind. Question of the day, it's great that you have very much influence in how your results will look at in the long run. One thing that's really annoying for me is when I have a good month and grind like 25 days and then 3 really brutal losing days ruin all the work. Yeah, it's like I totally understand. I understand that completely. That really, really sucks when that happens. It happened, I know. I can't believe it. It's amazing. I can't believe we're witnessing this, and it must be so scary. I didn't see that last hand. I'm just gonna go back to it. Wow. There was, how did Samara, he just, wow. Ah, so brutal. Okay, so we're getting it in here with our Queen 8 suited. GG me. GG the 600. But we're witnessing a 1 million. This is what the 1 million looks like. It's an orange background. That is so very sick. I'd never be able to play 1 million. I'd be so damn nervous. Yeah, man. I would too. I've said many times on stream that if I spend 1 million, I'd probably have a heart attack. I don't actually know how much I'm joking. Wow, it must be so scary to call. Oh my god, he has a good hand. Is he gonna double up? Oh, he is. He's back to starting stack. He must be so happy. He must be so happy right now. How good does he feel? I'm trying to get to that hand. Apparently it's very far. Okay, King 10. At least you made 100K no matter what you do. Yeah, it's nice to have the consolation prize, but if I spun the million and then I lost, it would take me a long time to get over it, I think. Sometime in the future, when I finally stop being a fish about it, I would think to myself, okay, this is really cool. This is super cool that I made $100,000 and I had a chance at a million. But right at that exact second, after the game is over, I would be so salty. I'd be salty that I missed out on the million, because you have at least 1/3 of a chance to hit. Like, seriously, 33% chance of being a millionaire from one game. It's crazy. So crazy. I like ebooks. I read those. So we've got Strukalina from Russia, Samara is from Brazil, and AA is from Lithuania. Wow, this was just a straight up flip pre-flop. GG, Strukalina. Holy crap. Did you see that? Strukalina finished in 3rd place and received $100,000. I mean, God, what a sick consolation prize. So they're heads up here, and they have about even stacks, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if any of these people are rigs. I have no idea. I don't know. Yes, the payout is 1 million, 100K, 100K. Exactly. Exactly. You slept 6 of the last 50 hours? You should probably get some sleep, Bessie. Sorry, guys. I'll play some games in a second. I just really want to witness this moment. It is... it's kind of amazing. I've never been online to see a $1 million spin before. I kind of can't even really comprehend that they exist, to be completely honest. Yeah. Just the fact that someone becomes a millionaire after this game kind of makes my head explode. So, looks like Samara is a lot more aggressive. AA Mac, no. I haven't seen every single hand, but it doesn't look like Samara really folds. And he's really taking advantage of the fact that Macno is folding a lot. So, I mean, Samara is probably going to win, but who knows? The cards could come down anyway. I haven't been watching every hand because I've been looking at my chat a little bit, but Macno, in the last few hands, he hasn't raised a single hand. Like, he's got to play more hands. Was what he has to do. I mean, not that I can blame people for tightening up a lot in a $1 million spin. We actually talked about this yesterday. Someone asked me, would you still play the same if you spun 1 million? I like to think that I'd pay obviously very close attention to the 1 million game. Basically anything else that I was doing, I wouldn't do anymore. I'd be putting all my focus on this game. But I think that I would tighten up in marginal spots, just because you don't want to take like super marginal spots in a one shot sit and go. But I don't think that I would tighten up in a bad way. Like, I would still, in a spot that I thought was good, I would still do it. Like, if there was an all-in bluff that I had to make, I would make it. I would make it still. Even though there was so much money on the line, I think I would still do that. But, I mean, I did say yesterday that it's hard to say, like, $1 million. I haven't spun bigger than a 2,500 before. So, who knows? Things are always so different once you actually get in that situation. It's really easy to plan what you're going to do and to say you're going to do something, but to actually do it is really, really, really different. I think we need a salty bee. There's already a tilt bee. That tilt bee is pretty salty. It's even more crazy it was from a 5. Yeah, I know. So crazy. Yes, of course. I agree with you, Bessie. How much would it take to cash out a mil from PokerStars? I assume it couldn't be that hard to cash it out. I am officially part of the B squad. You are, Warrior. So when you first subscribed, I called you Run It Up Warrior. Is that okay? Because I assume that RIU stands for Run It Up, but if you want me to call you something else, or if RIU stands for something else other than Run It Up, rather, let me know. Please let me know. But thank you. Thank you for becoming a bee. It really means a lot to me. Thank you for your support. I love all you bees so very much. Student loans can definitely be pretty formidable. Pretty formidable. Still going here, this heads up. I mean, it's not really surprising that this heads up is taking so long. One thing that I haven't seen either of these players do at all is limp. I think that instead of limping, or instead of folding, that limping would, be pretty good in the hands that they're choosing to fold. Limping, I think, would be good, because a lot of people don't have good ranges against limps at these lower stakes. So if someone limps against you, then it's hard to know, what should I jam, what should I raise, that kind of thing. So I think limping would be very effective for either of these players if it came to their minds to do that. But so far, I haven't seen a limp. I've only seen raises. I've seen some min raises short, but right now it looks like they're just going to be push folds. I mean, they're 7 BBs effective at this point. BB 100. I've never had a game go longer than BB 120. This one might go that far. Who knows? Macno must be super happy that he doubled up, but he's quickly giving the chip lead back to Samara. Samara's more aggressive than Macno is. And Macno's lucky that he was able to double up a couple times just from all-ins. So, yeah, I do predict Samara's going to win just because he's so much more aggressive, and Macno folds a little bit too much. Wow. This is a min-raise. Okay, so don't try that at home, guys. Do not min-raise fold with these stacks. Just don't. Unless, okay. There are very specific situations where you can min-raise folds. If you think your opponent is playing so tight and they're only jamming with the super nuts, and you think that in future streets you can make a lot of chips just by min-raising without having to risk your entire stack, even if you have the odds to call, that maybe in that situation you can min-raise fold like Samara did, and maybe Macno is that opponent. Maybe he is. But yeah, that was pretty crazy because Macno hardly had any chips behind. Alright. Nice to see you stream every day. Hey, Mad Mage, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a nice spin. It's not my spin. I wish it was my spin. It's not. It's a $5 spin. And I'm just observing it because I think it is really incredible that I'm watching this right now. Like, I can't believe that I'm watching two people play a well, it's a $900,000 heads up, right? Because second place still gets $100,000. I know. No, there's no deals in these. There's no deals. It's Run It Up. Glad you said Run It Up. And I think maybe in the past, Run It Up Warrior, I've said Ryu. But that can't be right. I know you've been here in the chat before, and I'm pretty sure I said Ryu. So my apologies for doing that. I'm very sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope they're not going to go to BB120. BB120 is kind of crazy. Like, they already have, I mean, Macno is jamming 4 BBs. They're playing really tight for sure. Macno is the more tight of the two of them. BB120. I guess if you're ever going to see higher than BB120, which I've never seen personally, I've never been in a game going past BB120. But if we're going to see it, it's going to be in a $1 million tournament because neither of them wants to bust, right? Yeah, the mill was spun pretty quickly. Tank, you're right. Hey, LS3K, boo to you. Boo. Yeah, I mean they're low stake players, guys. I assume that they're playing $5, right? So they don't have they're not pros or super sickos or anything, right? So I think given the situation, from what I've seen, they're playing okay. I'm not going to I'm not going to really fault them. Yeah, Simple Dude said at 6 BBs you can't be graceful. I mean I agree. And like I said, in a situation where you think that they're never you're gonna be able to make a lot of chips just later on later streets. Maybe it would be okay, but like really you can't. If we're talking if we're talking numbers wise, you cannot do it. Macno has won every single all in that I've seen. Samara is kind of running bad in that way. Like he should have won one by now if you're like strictly speaking. So he's running a little bit bad. Macno is getting lucky to get those hands in the right times and hold. So yeah, like I said, Macno is definitely he's way more tight than Samara is, but he's running good in all ins, and sometimes that happens here. Sometimes that happens. Boo! Raised in depth. Hello. Thanks for booing. Yeah, it's $1 million. You have to expect them to be tight. Of course. Of course. For sure. Yes. Samira's a lot more aggressive than Macno, and that's why he does have a better chance of winning this. But you got to be able to win all ins to win these guys. That's just the way it is. Maho! Hey, Maho. Booing your way into the chat with the bees. Thanks, Maho, for the boo. And how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Long time no talk, right? I know. I saw you earlier this morning. For me, it was morning. Well, very late morning. Kind of early afternoon. Yeah, he's won every all-in. Yeah. Samara, though, like I said, way more aggressive. He's got the chip lead. And finally, Samara gets it in very ahead. And he wins. Holy crap. I cannot believe we just watched that. That was amazing. That was amazing. So yeah, sorry guys that I not playing right now, but I really wanted to watch this till the end, and seeing someone win $1 million is pretty crazy. Congratulations to Samara. Samara played pretty well. I thought he did a good job, and he was able to lose almost every all-in, and still he gave himself a chance. He gave himself a chance to win in the end. So I thought he did a really good job.